Welcome, everybody, to the Good Dumb Fun Show.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
Good.
Staying busy. I was able to finally get some sleep last night.
Good.
Yeah, the last couple days it's been like, we've been in the 1 hour, hour and a half.
Total?
Maybe two a night, yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Like in a row or
Yeah.
cumulative?
Cumulative, sorry. Or no, in a row, yeah.
Both.
So multiple nights of 1 to 2 hours.
Goodness.
But now we're good.
Okay.
I feel great.
Yeah, I'm glad you must feel like a new man.
Yeah, dude.
Glad you finally got some sleep.
So, anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, good.
What are we doing?
I don't know, dude. It's a different day. We're all thrown off.
We're a little off. Yeah, we're a little off today, but that's okay.
But hey,
we're
making it happen.
Yeah, we're
Captain.
here.
Yeah.
So
that's what matters.
Do you have any highlights or anything so far you got going on?
There is a couple things. This morning I had an unfortunate interaction with a frog as I was getting ready to leave for work.
Okay.
I opened up my door, and inside the door, where the door meets the car,
yeah,
there was a little green frog in there. And I was like, how'd you even get in here? And so I was like, well, I don't want him to stay in there. I was like, hey, no free rides.
Yeah.
So also, I don't think you want to go where I'm going. So I went and got something because I knew he was going to pee on me. I'm like,
yeah.
I've been here before. I don't need this right now. So I went and got something, and I just kind of scooped him out of there. And he immediately just peed everywhere, like he was waiting on it.
Dude.
Which is fine. He didn't get me, but I knew he was going to do it. I was like, I've been here before. I'm not getting peed on this morning.
Yeah.
So, so I scooped him off the door into the grass next to my driveway, and he immediately just hops back into my driveway and takes shelter underneath my rear wheel.
Yeah.
So now he's under the wheel, and I'm like, well, you're going to get
You're like,
smushed.
You're going to die.
Yeah, when I'm like, I can't in good conscience just get in my car and run over this frog.
Yeah, you're the animal lover, dude.
Yeah, he would have been better off in my door well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, this is my fault, so let me get him out of there. So then I go get something else, a little skinnier, and I go and I agitate him a little bit, and I get him to hop back into the grass out from under my wheel. And then as I get up to go put my stick back or whatever I used, he hops back under my car. And this time I couldn't see where he went.
Insane.
So
he's got beef with you is what he's got.
He had a death wish is what he had. I'm like, I don't know what what kind of suicide squad this frog was on. But apparently he was he was on a mission, and his mission ended in death. And unfortunately it was successful because I couldn't find him again. I'm like, he's not under, I couldn't see him. I didn't know where he went. I looked under the car. I was like, I got to get to work. I can't be looking for this frog all day.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, here we go. I started my car. I sat there for a second because I'm like, if he's still under there, maybe he'll get scared and hop away. And then I was like, all right, here we go. And I threw it in reverse, and I backed down my driveway. And once I could see the driveway, over my hood, I see this crushed little frog.
Oh, no.
I'm like, after all that, I killed this frog. So
you tried so hard.
I know, and that's what hurts, I think.
Yeah.
Is I did everything within reason, I think.
Yeah. He just wasn't having it.
Rescue this frog.
Sometimes animals just ain't having it.
Yeah. So, anyway, moment of silence for the frog.
All right.
Yeah. That was nice. Thank you. Thank you. I needed that. I've been thinking about that all morning. But anyway, no, it's been a fun couple weeks. I wanted to, if you have anything to share, please do. Otherwise, I think my life update thing is probably going to lead us into our topic a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. As far as I'm aware, nothing worth talking about, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, hey, that's okay. That's okay.
But it's good. For me, it's good.
Yeah. When it's only been a few days since we talked last.
That's true.
In real life. So not a lot has happened, but, we do have a little bit of mailbag action.
Oh, okay, cool.
Not too much. Like I said, it's only been a couple of days, but let me get there, and then I'll revisit what I was going to share with you. So,
okay.
So again, comments come from YouTube, Instagram, SpeakPipe, and gooddumbfunshow@gmail.com.
Please leave us messages.
Yeah, please do. They will become increasingly important as we go because we're going to want to hear from you. But anyway, we talked about superheroes a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so we got some feedback on that episode.
Okay.
And We
can't wait to hear the feedback on this one.
yeah. Well, I learned.
It's all the critics ready to buy your new comic series.
Yeah. We did get some feedback on the superheroes we created.
Yeah.
People liked
all good, I'm sure.
Yeah, people liked your power nap. Everybody laughed at mine.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is serious. I'm trying to get a deal here.
Oh,
and no one's. I mean, there's an E.
You're not going for comedy.
There's an E.
Yeah.
It's a different word. And everybody's attaching. They're thinking about something else. Any drug-related references were totally unintentional. And I don't know why people are getting hooked up on that.
I don't know, dude. So you're not going for like an Ant-Man or like anything like that. You're going for like Batman Begins.
What's cooler than a prehistoric superhero that can control dinosaurs?
That's fair.
I don't know what's funny about that.
Anyway, 100%.
Anyway, stay tuned for the Black Tar Heroin with an E, and I'm sure it'll take off one day. But you got some good feedback on Power Nap.
Oh, good.
People like the Drowsington, Derek Drowsington.
Derek Drowsington, man,
yeah.
what a wild last name.
Yeah.
For that turn of events.
Yeah, honestly, he lucked out. With how his life turned out. So found out, apparently, we talked about Superman being overpowered as a character, and how I was claiming, to me, Superman is kind of boring for that reason.
Right.
Because it's like, he's never really in peril. There's really never any big concern.
Yeah.
Like, I know the way the stories go, he is in danger sometimes, or he has a, equally powerful enemy that makes it interesting. I respect all that. I just thought, as I said, that Superman as a character was a bit overpowered for me.
Yeah.
I learned that the new Superman movie that just came out, spoiler alert, apparently he's a weakling in this one.
All right, I don't know how much is in there, but I kind of want to watch the movie.
Yeah, I'm not going
to. The movie yet.
That's all I know.
Okay.
You know who wrote in and informed us that that Superman is
where we're at right now in the show. It's one of two people, so I get a 50-50 shot.
Well, he informed us that that Superman is not quite so overpowered in this one.
Okay, cool.
So
it'll be more fun.
So now you're just gonna watch a movie about some weak dude that is just always in trouble.
It's
I guess.
just a movie about Clark Kent.
Yeah, I'm like, if I wanted
no Superman involved.
If I wanted to watch a weak man, I would just look in the mirror. Like, what am I paying for now?
Yeah.
What are my tickets buying?
Why am I going all the effort to this movie?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But anyway, no, so evidently this one's a little more compelling. So
good.
We'll see.
Well, I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah,
eventually.
I'll check it out when it's free.
My track record with movies.
Yeah. Well, I'm like, I might watch it over the course of 4 days, like early in the morning, just like 30 minutes at a time.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not going to like it anyway because of the way I watch movies. But yeah. So I got some good feedback there. Also, I put out in our story the question we posed to each other, which was, if you could have a superpower, what would it be and why?
Yeah.
And one person said the ability to pick up a book and just know everything it says. So, like, I guess, like, knowledge absorption.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah. My question is like, how far do you go with that? Like, can they control it? Like, do you get to decide what you're absorbing knowledge from, or is it just everything you touch? Like, is it like that X-Men lady who has to like
she can't touch it?
She's got to like wear gloves, or else she like steals people's powers or something.
Yeah. I would assume that off the cuff, people are talking about you're gaining the knowledge from the book. So, but does that necessarily mean that you understand everything that's in your brain? Because if you can pick it up and then you just recite it word for word, it's like, okay, well, can you actually?
Yeah. See, my thing is like,
I would want the knowledge,
right, or
not
at least
just the book.
Yeah. At minimum, I would want to like, it would be as if I read the book, Yeah. Because if I sat down over the course,
that's what I'm assuming. Yeah.
If I sat down over the course of a few days and I just powered through a book and I read the whole thing, I'm not going to remember everything, but I'm gonna be able to like tell you about it. Like, is that what we're talking about?
You imagine how much better this podcast would be? I would pick up
if we read books.
I would pick up 100 dad jokes book every day. I'd go I'd go in the comedy section once a day, and I would just grab one book, and I'd be like, "There's the episode."
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah. Well, and my thing is it just books? Because imagine the headache if you like pick up your phone.
You probably just die.
You just absorb all the knowledge that's inside your phone.
Yeah, the entire knowledge of written human history.
Yeah. That'd be miserable. Another one said controlling electricity.
That'd be cool.
Because most things are electric. So just being able to like...
You just turn the lights off. Oh, no, we have to go home early. This is
again?
the 5th time this week,
yeah,
dude.
I know. Every day? That's crazy.
And the building doesn't come on until after everybody's gone.
And they just do the whole like,
yeah, I can't believe it.
This is, I can't work in these conditions. Yeah. So that's fun.
Those are some good ones.
Yeah. Also, a listener showing off their merch in their story. They tagged us.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, which you can get for yourself at the link in our description at the merch store. So check it out.
Merch looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. You can see some people walking around soon.
That'd be nice.
Yeah. In some good, dumb, fun cold weather attire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fall is coming.
The turn of the season, dude.
Yeah.
It's already starting. The daylight's already starting to retreat.
Yeah, get your hoodies, get your crew necks, get your beanies, winter hats, toboggans, whatever you call them. We got them.
Oh, I'm so excited, dude.
The first chill in the air of the season is like, that should be a national holiday.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Going back to our...
yeah. National
that last
holiday.
Conversation.
Dude, I have been getting so excited because just this week, my normal wake-up time, I wake up and it's darker than it's been in the summer.
Yeah.
And so as this daylight starts to fade, I'm like the little goblin coming out of his cave being like, yes, the darkness.
Yeah, we're on the back nine now.
I love it.
Isn't it like
It's
June
awesome.
June 20-something, 21st, something like that? Isn't that the summer solstice? Like, that's the longest day of the year, and then after that, it starts getting shorter.
I think so.
And then, like, I think it's December 21st or somewhere around there is the shortest day of the year.
Yeah.
So we're on the back nine now. We're hitting... The days are getting shorter.
Yeah, see, we're going to walk out and feel that cool breeze.
Yeah, there was, you know what? A couple days ago, there was a cool breeze, and I got excited about it.
Monday was great.
Yeah, but I think it was just there was a storm nearby or something,
Yeah.
so it was just blowing in some cold air from that, but it was nice.
Yeah.
It was very welcome.
We got any comments or anything we need to go over before we...
That was pretty much it.
Okay, cool.
Like I said, there hasn't been that much time that has lapsed
that's true.
since the episode published, so...
Yeah.
And this could be it, you know? People might be checking out. We had a good run. But... ultimately, we're doing this for fun.
Yeah.
So it's a good creative outlet, and
yeah.
But
it's fun. It's a good time.
I'm just joking around. But yeah, please comment. Please Instagram, email, YouTube comments. SpeakPipe is what we really want.
We love to hear from you guys.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want, and it's for you to leave a message on SpeakPipe.
Yes, please do.
But okay, so I was. We're kind of getting to the end of summer.
Yep.
College sports are starting to start back up. So
yep, the infection is spreading.
Yeah. So, and we're going to talk about our relationship to this in just a minute. But
okay.
I happened to be in Atlanta during SEC Media Days while it was being hosted.
Wow.
And so all of the media from the SEC conference, all of the coaches and athletic directors and, you know, some players and some of the big talking heads for the conference were all there. A lot of national media were there. And it was hosted at the College Football Hall of Fame. Mm-hmm. And I was there, and I actually wanted to go to the College Football Hall of Fame because I had some free time. And me and my sister were there, and we wanted to pop in. And the only thing we could get into was the like their merch shop. So we kind of got in there, looked around, saw what we could see. And then we realized that through the windows, we can actually see them filming their TV shows and stuff and like doing interviews. And I don't know if you know who Paul Feinbaum is. But
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah. So he's like an SEC shock jock that doesn't really know what he's talking about half the time.
We're calling some shots.
Yeah, I'm just joking. Mainly. Kind of. Half joking.
I bet
Not
I could
really
beat.
joking.
I bet I could beat the dude in a 40-yard dash.
You could. You could probably throw him 40 yards. He looked... No offense to him. I honestly hope he's okay. Like, he's getting older, but man, he looked like thin.
Yeah.
I'm like, I hope he's not like sick or something.
Yeah.
So, in all seriousness, prayers for Paul Feinbaum.
Okay.
But also in all seriousness, that guy's kind of a clown. Just like
we've reached it.
I know.
I didn't think it was going to be this episode.
Yeah.
To be honest, I thought we were going to make it a little bit farther before we started calling people out.
Yeah.
But I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Let's get the we're going to become a drama channel.
Yeah. Yeah. No, the whole thing. Anyway, I'll move on from Paul Feinbaum. But a lot of people like him. He's a big SEC.
He's a big like commentator.
Yeah, he's
an
SEC commentator. He speaks for the conference. He advocates for the conference. He says a lot of things that aren't true on behalf of the conference. And anyway, I said I'd move on and I didn't. I'm sorry.
Fired up, dude.
Anyway, he caught my sister's eye.
Okay.
And
is he like hot?
No. Actually, you look him up. You be the judge.
Okay.
But
I'll look him up after this.
The show was being filmed, and she just was like, "Is that Paul Feinbaum?" And I was like, "What?"
Okay.
And I looked over, and I was like, "Yes, it is." And then you could tell, like, as we were looking over there, that they went to commercial break, and they were starting to set up like a second chair, and they kind of scooted him over, and I was like, "Ooh, they're about to do an interview. This is like, I wonder who they're going to bring on."
And then they went and grabbed you from the crowd.
No.
Went, you.
Yeah, no, I wasn't in the room. I was looking through. We were in the store, looking through some windows that were in there because it's all like it's like a window wall, and we could just happen to see in there. And the whole thing was like pretty visible, and like I don't think he could really see us from where we were standing unless he like really looked in our direction, like 4 people. But anyway, we hung out for a minute to see who they were going to interview, and they were playing the show in the merch shop. And it was like there was a few minute delay, and we were just shopping around, and I happened to hear something about up next, University of Texas head coach Steve Sarkisian. Mm-hmm. And me and my sister looked at each other, and we're like, we have to stay because we hate Texas.
Oh,
so,
okay.
So
you're like, you got your tomatoes ready to
we
like
were ready.
just get in this guy's business?
Yeah, we were ready. So we waited, and sure enough, here he comes. He walks up. Nothing against Steve himself other than he's the Texas head coach. Honestly, the guy has a cool story, good comeback story, a lot of personal life drama he's had to overcome. And like as an individual, I'm proud of him. I'm happy for him. I have nothing against him.
But for everything he does, you hate him.
But for everything he stands for, despise. So until he takes another job somewhere else.
Oh, okay. So as long as if he goes and works somewhere else, we're good. Okay.
It's like Deion Sanders. I have nothing against Deion Sanders, but as long as he's coaching at Colorado, he's my enemy. But nothing against him personally.
Oh man, I am stepping into a world that I'm just not.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about that. So anyway, long story short, Steve Sarkisian comes up, and Texas has this hand sign where they'll put. I'm not going to do it because I don't need this being screenshotted. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, screenshotted.
What's the past
Not
tense?
the other one.
Okay, you might have to bleep that. I don't know. But did I just say something?
Keep going.
Anyway,
we'll fix it in post.
They hold up. They have like a hook 'em horns hand sign.
Yeah.
Where they hold up their pointer finger and their pinky finger, and then they keep the rest of their fingers and thumbs down.
So like the rock on hand sign.
Basically, but they keep their thumb tucked in.
So they stole it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's love, and then there's rock on, but there's I think it's a little more pointed vertically.
Oh, okay.
So it's supposed
they
to,
literally did steal it. Okay.
Yeah, they
copied the rock on.
Yeah.
Got
which is not uncommon for that.
But that's the easiest thing to do is just copy something that's already super popular.
Right. Well, and it makes sense because their mascot's a longhorn, so it's like they're doing like the bull horns or whatever. And
wouldn't you just do like this?
I think that's more like devilish.
Oh, okay.
For the listeners, Patrick just put 2 pointer fingers
and almost knocked
above
the
his
sign
head
down,
and almost knocked our backdrop down. That's what.
Easy to do, easy to throw up.
Also, this belongs to Angus Young of AC/DC. I think he does this.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Like a devil thing.
Okay, gotcha.
But anyway, so the counter to that is horns down, where you do it but opposite.
Okay.
So this I will gladly do. And so we decided to hang back, and as soon as Steve Sarkisian got up there, we horns downed him, and we took a picture, and it was a little brother-sister bonding moment.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
So you guys were professional haters that day.
Yeah. Unapologetic.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Sometimes it feels good to hate.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Yeah. And honestly,
you just be a hater.
college football season is the best time to do it. Because it's socially acceptable.
Everybody is a hater,
Everybody is, yeah. Especially
everybody comes out the woodwork.
Especially where we live. But what is your relationship to the sport of college football?
I have no allegiance to football.
At all?
No.
We're not talking about a team. We're talking about the sport.
Yeah,
You have
none.
No feelings about it?
I grew up in the anti-sports field.
Okay.
Essentially, like it was like some people talked about it, but even in the area where I grew up, people didn't talk about it that much. Like it wasn't that big of a deal. So it was kind of one of those things. I was just not involved in sports. I played video games all day, and I was never around anyone who was super into it. So like my mom and dad weren't into sports. We didn't watch sports. We didn't watch the Olympics. Like we were never sports people until I moved here.
Right.
And then, dude, you want to talk about culture shock.
I was going to say.
Dude, I moved up here, and it was like the first 500 people who met me, whether I went to church, whether I went to an acquaintance's house, everybody would like grab me, most of the time physically grab me, and be like, "Who you for?
Who you for?"
And I'm like, I don't know. Like, who's running? I'm like, who's running this year? Like, I don't know. I don't know yet. Like, I don't know. Is it that time of year? And they're like, no. And then they hit me with the fabled question on this side of the country.
Yeah.
And they go, you Bama or Auburn? And I go, who are they? Are they Republican or Democrat? Like, who are they running for?
What are we talking about?
Yeah. So
what's their stance on this politically?
So, and I was just like, listen, and every time I said these
There's
words,
no reasoning.
They looked at me with just contempt, like, oh, you're a boring human. I don't even want to talk to you. I'd be like, I don't watch football.
And then they still try to make you pick.
And they would go like, well, if you're going to live around here, you got to pick one. And I'm like, I guess I'll just, sure. And after about like 50 of those, whoever they said, I would be like, yeah, that one.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
You know, and I had a similar experience, and I moved here, and they're like, you know, who you for? And I'm like, well, Nebraska. That's where I'm from. I'm a big Nebraska fan. You know, go Huskers, horns down, that whole thing.
Yeah.
The question was never satisfactorily answered unless you picked one of those two options.
Right. They don't care about who.
They don't care about who you root for.
They don't care about you.
They want to know.
It's like, I don't care about you. I care about what you stand for.
Yeah, they want to know whose side you're on.
Yeah.
And they want you to declare. They want you to pick a side, essentially.
Yeah.
And I was like, I have no dog in this fight.
Yeah.
I'm not picking.
It literally feels like a political rivalry.
It is. And
like they're like, if you're the other side, I hate you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get out of here. Depart from me, for I never knew you. But no, I started joking around with people. I'd say like UAB or Troy or South Alabama or something, just to like.
Yeah.
They're like, no, Auburn or Alabama, and I finally. You want to hear my solution to this?
Yeah.
Joint custody.
You're like, I'm both?
I'm a Bama fan on even years, and I'm an Auburn fan on odd years.
I feel like they'd assault you for that.
They hate that.
Yeah, I bet.
But
professional hater.
But they like it when it's their year, you know.
Oh, okay,
you know?
I get you. So if it's like
so like last year I was rooting for Alabama, which is fine.
So you're an Auburn fan
I like their
year.
head coach. So this year it's my Auburn year.
Yeah.
And dude, the Alabama fans, like when I was on their side last year, they were all for it.
Yeah.
But now that I'm like, oh yeah, it's my Auburn year, they're like, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You're an idiot. I can't believe, you know, like they turn on you quick.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And dude, the tribalism
in
college football is crazy. And that's speaking from someone who's a part of a pretty intense tribe.
Oh yeah.
Like Nebraska fans are no different. You know, I get the whole SEC, it just means more slogan, you know, that's good marketing and everything.
Yeah.
But there are other places that care about their team.
Yeah.
Especially in a place like Nebraska where there's no professional sports team. There's no other big university that has a college football program. On Saturdays in the fall, Memorial Stadium in Nebraska becomes the third largest city in the state.
Wow.
Like that's
intense.
People converge on it like it's Mecca or something. Like that's just the way I grew up. So it's like I'm like, yeah, I get the whole it just means more thing because it means more to me too. So, but yeah, the tribalism is crazy. They'll turn on you quick.
Yeah,
and
I bet.
And we happen, no offense to everybody, but we happen to be in a state with two of the most miserable fan bases in the country. Like if you're not on their side, they can be awful. Not everybody is awful. There's good fans on both sides. There's good people on both sides. But the Auburn fans and the Alabama fans.
Let's just get it all in this episode.
It's all jokes.
We're get it all in one go.
We're making jokes. But a lot of people don't even remember that. But I don't even really remember what it was about. I probably just got myself arrested in 15 years. But the point is that on both sides, there's awful fans. On both sides, there's good people, reasonable people. One of the most reasonable college football fans I know is a Bama fan. And I'm like, I respect that. So one of the most unreasonable college football fans I know is a Bama fan. So it's like you kind of get them, and you know, he's listening right now, I'm sure. But and you know who he is. But anyway,
we're not gonna say his name.
We won't say Micah's name. The thing about all this, you know, as an outsider coming into this, you know, last year you expressed interest in like, hey, maybe I'll follow along this year. Yeah. Try to become a fan, at least enough so I can talk about it and stuff like that. How'd that go for you?
Dude, it's so hard for me.
Yeah.
Because there's so many things that I would rather be doing.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, the first, like...
On a nice weather Saturday?
I think the first, like... I just mean at home.
I hear you.
I think, like, the first... what was it, like 3 weeks? I think I was pretty on there. Like, I was actually watching the games. And then I think it was like week 4 or 5 where I was like, okay, I'm bored.
Yeah.
So I tried.
Yeah.
But nothing has... And I didn't... Now, to be fair, I also haven't, like, deep dived on any teams or, like... All I was doing was watching games.
Yeah.
That was all I was doing. And I was trying to, like... play the brackets and be like, who's going to win? And, you know, but I never, like, paid attention to any specific team. I was just trying to watch the games. Yeah. And when you're not committed, it's kind of hard.
Yeah. Well, and not all – now, I love college football. I can watch almost any game, you know, combination of teams playing each other. But I know that not all college football games are created equal.
Yeah.
Like, there's a very big difference between, like, a top 10 matchup and then an evenly matched, like, lower tier matchup.
42nd and 43rd.
Exactly. Because it's you can be watching a game and it's a blowout and it's boring.
Yeah.
Or you can be watching a close game and you're like, even though this is close, I can tell they're both bad. And that's why it's close. And it's just not enjoyable to watch. But if you get, like, both teams clicking on all cylinders and it's, like, a really competitive game and you can tell these are, like, stellar athletes and they're, like, on the top of their game, like, it can be very exciting, especially going back to the tribal aspect. If you're with other people while you're watching it, that helps too.
That makes a huge difference.
Because you can like kind of like you feel their energy.
Yeah.
And
it's your friends and
it's just a good time eating good food, you know, watching a good game.
Yeah.
So, but would you have any interest in? Do you think it would help you if you like picked a team to follow?
Yeah, I think so. But the problem is I don't know how to like pick a team because when I was younger, like a kid, I tried this.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in Florida.
Right.
And I went, okay, well, if I'm from Florida and I want to be a home team guy, then I should pick the guy the state that, you know, that I love.
Makes sense to me.
And so, but here's what broke my kid brain. Found out there was 2 Florida teams. And I went, what do you mean there's 2 Florida teams? Because when I said it to somebody who knew football, now, granted, we were kids, so like this kid was rude, but also we were kids.
Right.
I went to them and said, I want to be a Florida fan, and they went, like, what does that mean?
Which one?
Like, are you a Gators fan? Are you a Seminoles fan? Are you like a Miami fan? Like, what do you mean? And I literally went, I don't know.
You're like, I need to go do more research.
And they were like, oh, you don't even like sports.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, everybody, this guy doesn't like football.
This guy sucks. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. But I also don't know anything about the teams.
Yeah.
I know the Gators aren't necessarily the best team on the block. I know that much.
They're better than you think.
But yeah. So I think if I was gonna, I need to like read the lore.
Sure. Well, and that's
of like the teams.
Yeah.
And like
the lore is half of it.
Yeah.
Because I think and a lot of men won't admit this, but we're here for the drama. It's not just about the game. We like the backstories.
100%.
We like the drama. It's like a violent soap opera, dude. It's like there's so much going on, even throughout the off season. Like,
people talking smack.
Yeah. And even like, okay, are we gonna get this recruit, or is my rival gonna get this recruit? What did he say about him? Like, dude, it's straight up drama, soap opera level.
Yeah.
Like, and the game is great. Like, the game is fun. We love the game. But I think if we were honest with ourselves, we love the drama as well.
Yeah.
And the overarching story, I think, is what keeps us all engaged, just as much as the games itself.
Yeah, for sure.
And
there's moments in football that happened like 10 years ago that people still talk about.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, well, what about this?
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, when was that?
Yeah. I hear that a lot. Even between Auburn and Alabama, they'll be like, the Auburn fans will be like, "Oh yeah, well, kick 6."
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that was awesome, but it was also like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And then the Bama people will be like, 4th and 31. And I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, 431. And I'm like, nobody knows what you're talking about. But what they're referring to is when Alabama needed a miracle play on 4th and 31 to beat a bad Auburn team, and they brag about it. Like, I'm like, it's just insane.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's against each other. Like,
right.
This is
their story.
Yeah, this is Auburn
this
on.
This is my story.
Auburn on Alabama, Bama on Auburn crime.
Yeah.
Like, it's like gang wars basically, and that's what they're firing with is
yeah.
kick 6, 4th and 31.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, there's a number of ways that you could pick a team.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
Okay.
And I'll let you pick how you want to go about this.
Okay.
If you want like a compelling storyline to follow, a compelling team to follow who actually has a chance at maybe making the playoff, maybe winning the championship, we can go that route. So then maybe you're watching like a pretty good team.
Yeah.
And you can follow along and see how successful they are. If you want to pick like an underdog team, like maybe more of like a team on the outskirts, they're not necessarily picked to make the playoff, but it's possible they could make the playoff if the stars aligned. So it's like maybe that would be more exciting for you if you're following an underdog. Or if you're just like, which team has the coolest mascot? We can talk about some of the unique mascots in college football. Like, we can talk about it all, to be honest.
This is going to be a crossroads for me because I'm torn between, do I want to, which type? Because both of I'm going to be what football people would consider a shallow fan.
Yeah, for sure.
So I have to pick
a casual.
Which casual do I want to be? Do I want to be casual, or for me, which experience do I want to get? Because I can get they're most likely going to the playoffs, so I'll get to follow them most of the way with a reasonable likelihood of going to the final game or whatever. Or I could get the sad man's football experience where you pick the team that you're like, okay, we may win one game, and then we're just going to get beat up for – like, I don't know anything about football.
Right.
But I have a friend who is and I don't think this is college, but like I think it's NFL, like the Cleveland Browns, I think.
Yeah, that's
and
NFL.
I just remember, now this was years ago, so I can't tell you which season this was, but they were getting the brakes beat. They were getting the brakes beat off of them every week.
Yeah.
And every week my buddy was like, I'm super excited for this game. Like, this is going to be a good game. And then I'd see him in the gym like the following Monday and I'd be like, how was football? And he's like, man, I don't want to talk about it.
He's like, don't talk to me.
And I was like, but that was the whole season, basically.
Yeah.
Like, I remember there was maybe like one game where he was like, we went in there and we just cleaned house, dude. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And so I just got to decide which, the shallow fan in me wants to win.
Yeah.
Of course. Like, if I'm going to pick somebody, then I want somebody to...
Especially if you think about going back to the tribal aspect, like the point where people will start like getting together to watch games is going to be the playoffs.
Yeah. That's
like,
going to people's houses.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're like, hey, I might get some invites around playoff time, like maybe I want to pick a team that could be involved in that.
Yeah.
Or you can do both. Like, I have my backup teams. Like, I'm a Husker fan through and through. I wouldn't claim fandom of any other team, but I like following like Utah and TCU and Northern Illinois and like some of these other teams where I'm like, I just like them.
Yeah.
So I hope they do well unless Nebraska plays them, But you can do both. Like, you can pick a playoff caliber team and follow along with whichever team has your favorite color scheme or something.
Yeah.
However you want to do it.
Yeah.
So the teams with some like cool mascots.
Okay.
In my opinion.
Okay.
And by cool, I mean like not a tiger or a bulldog or like
no
offense. Like there's so many teams that are tigers,
that have similar.
And there's so many teams that are bulldogs. Like those are probably the top 2 repetitive mascots that are used. So like as far as like unique mascots go or cool mascots go, like I just picked out a couple. So I just mentioned TCU. They're the Horned Frogs.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, unique, little spiky dude.
Nice. Yeah.
Georgia Tech, Yellow Jackets.
Ooh.
Yeah, little stingers.
Cool.
Yeah. Here's one of my personal favorites, and they're not going to be anything worth following probably.
Okay.
But just because they're a lower tier team, like they're not going to be. They might have a good season, but they're not really going to be in the playoff race. Louisiana Lafayette.
Okay.
And they may just be. I think they're just Louisiana now. I think they're like the flagship school of the state. But they are the Ragin' Cajuns.
What is that? Is that like just a shirtless guy with like basically like a bowl of gumbo in his
just
arms or something?
Throwing crawfish at people. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Ragin' Cajuns.
I might have to go for that.
Yeah. Some underdog teams. Now, you're gonna laugh at me when I start reading this for a reason that will make itself clear.
Okay.
But I want to preface this by saying that this is from a New York Times article.
This is not your thoughts.
This is not my opinion.
Okay.
On who
clarify for the audience.
Yeah, this is not my opinion on who the underdog teams are.
Okay.
So these are fringe playoff teams. They're not necessarily in the playoff like top.
But they could make it if they have a good season.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or if the stars align, if other teams lose, that sort of thing.
Okay.
So Nebraska was listed in this article. That's who I'm going for.
Yeah.
Auburn was also listed in this article.
Okay.
So if you wanted to pick a local team, I don't recommend it. That's up to you. Oklahoma was listed here. Louisville in Kentucky. Louisville Cardinals.
My mom was from Kentucky.
Yeah. So, and their head coach, Jeff Brom, was the head coach in Purdue, which was a Big Ten team that Nebraska used to. Mm-hmm. So we used to play him, and he's like a wizard. Like the things he does, like schematically on offense.
Yeah, he's like a tactician.
Yeah, he's like
a naval warfare veteran he's like, I know all the moves.
Yeah, like he's like. Have you ever seen Law Abiding Citizen?
Yeah.
You know that scene?
Plan in advance.
Yeah, you know that scene where they're talking about Gerard Butler's character, and the guy's like talking about how bad of a dude he is, and he's like, he once killed like a politician with a necktie without even being in the same room.
Yeah.
Like that's what Jeff Brom is.
Yeah, okay.
Like when he comes into the game, whatever he does on offense is just at his will.
Yeah.
You know.
He's already got his
like whatever you thought of to stop him, he's already figured out a way around.
He's got his brain, yeah.
So that's okay,
that's
fun.
That guy's cool.
Utah. I like Utah. Their coach is great.
I like the mountains.
Yeah, the Utes. Utah Utes.
Okay.
And they're just a really like tough, kind of hard-nosed team. They're fun to watch, very physical, very like well-disciplined, like kind of well-oiled machine type team.
Okay.
They had a rough season last year, but they're projected to have kind of a bounce-back season. So,
cool.
We'll see how it goes. Georgia Tech, I mentioned before, the Yellow Jackets, supposed to have a good year. So they're in the ACC, which is like SEC light down here. It's kind of how people see it. But so they're not in like one of the top 2 conferences, but probably arguably the 3rd best conference. And they're due to have a good year right over in Atlanta.
Okay, cool.
Iowa, I don't recommend this one. Again, kind of tough, physical, Big Ten, hard-nosed team.
Yeah.
Their coach has been doing it forever. Their coach is called the Dean of College Football because he's been there for like...
It's an impressive name.
He's been there for like 30 years. Like he's the longest tenured coach in the sport right now.
Wow.
Yeah, and to be at one team.
Yeah.
For that
30
long.
years is...
Yeah, it's pushing 30 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, he's probably going to retire. Like this might be his like retirement season. I'm not sure.
Okay.
He's getting up there. But he's, they're a good team. All due respect to Iowa, they are a good, like solid team, and that's probably the nicest thing I'll say. But they're Nebraska's primary rival now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Washington is the last one. So Washington, not the best season last year, but better than people thought.
Okay.
So it seems like they might be coming along quicker than people originally thought they would in their new conference. They're in the Big Ten now, which is one of the top 2 conferences with the SEC.
So what are they, like the Washington washing machines?
Oh, sorry. Yes. Washington Huskies.
Oh, okay. Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah.
As far as mascots, that one's got me so far.
Yeah. So,
I'm all about some dogs.
Yeah, and Alabama's current head coach came from Washington.
Ah.
So he's a Midwest guy, but he was out coaching in Fresno, California, and then got hired at Washington. He was at Washington for 2 years and then got hired by Alabama. And then this new guy took over from Arizona. This is some of the drama I'm talking about that I can't help but be sucked in by. The Arizona coach goes to Washington and leads them into their first season in the Big Ten, and they were projected to get like steamrolled all year, and then they ended up going to, like, they were above 500, like they had a good like winning percentage. So
yeah,
but they weren't like one of the best teams, but they did a lot better than people thought. So people are excited about them this year as like an underdog.
Are there any coaches who are just like grizzled veterans? Like, or somebody with a crazy backstory? Like, is there a coach out there who's like, yeah, before he was coaching this team, he served 7 tours in Baghdad or whatever?
Probably. Nobody's coming to mind right now. There are a lot of coaches that garner a lot of attention. Like, I mentioned earlier Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
He probably gets the most attention just because he's such a big personality and big, like, kind of football celebrity.
Yeah.
To now be coaching at Colorado, of all places, like, it's just kind of a big story. And
right.
so anything anytime he takes a left or right, it gets reported. Like, people are like watching him all the time. And so that's kind of a thing. As far as like, I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind right now as far as like military background type stuff.
I just use military as an example. I just mean like anybody who just has like a crazy like, oh, that guy's nuts.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Not nuts in a bad way. Nuts like in that guy's legit. Like the real deal.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of those, to be honest.
Okay.
As we go through this list, some might come to mind. But
okay.
There's a lot of like good coaches that have just been doing this for a long time. And like Kyle Whittingham at Utah.
Okay.
Has been doing this for a long time. He's like, when you say like old and grizzled, that's kind of who I think of. Or like the Iowa head coach who's been there for 30 years. Like, those are the guys that come to mind when I think of like the old dogs. Like somebody you don't want to mess with, kind of like, kind of commands the room sort of thing.
Yeah. If I pick Texas, are we going to still do this?
Probably not. I don't think in good conscience. In good conscience, I don't think I could continue with this.
Okay.
But they are on this list.
Okay.
So, and I did make a
Why
note.
give me the option?
Well, I put no next to it.
Oh, okay.
The reason they're on the list. So let's get into this.
They're not like a horrible team.
No, they're projected to be the national champion this year.
Yeah.
So like, but Texas is a school that they have a lot of support. They have a lot of money. And now they're in the SEC. So it's like all those things in combination, like they're just a very powerful team.
Yeah.
So they tend to be in the conversations like preseason to, be in the running for these types of things. So, they got a good quarterback. You mentioned Peyton Manning recently on an episode.
Yeah.
So his nephew, I think, is Texas's quarterback.
Okay.
Arch Manning. And so this is his first year as like a starter.
His name is Arch?
Arch Manning, yeah, which his grandpa's name is Archie. There's an Archie Manning, and then Archie's sons, Peyton and Eli.
Okay.
So, and then there was a third son, and that's Arch's dad. So, and I forget his name.
Arch sounds like an anime character.
Yeah, Arch Manning. Yeah. It's probably like Archibald or something, Like,
yeah.
It's probably short for something because his grandpa was Archie. But
gotcha.
Anyway, so Ohio State.
Okay.
Is the reigning champ. These are teams. I think
that's who I projected last year to win.
And they did.
Oh.
Yeah. See, you're good.
I'm so good at this.
You're good at this. So this is in order. These are the betting odds to win the national championship.
Okay.
If I remember right, I don't think I changed the order.
We know how much we love gambling.
Yeah. And this is not.
Don't gamble.
Well, the reason, because you can look at any like article from a website and they'll tell you who they think is the top 10 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I want to know who people are putting their money on.
Yeah, like statistically.
Yeah,
how much money is going to what team?
Exactly. Like I believe so hard that this team will win that I'm going to put money down on.
Hey, don't gamble.
Yeah, this is not a gambling advocacy.
Yeah.
Podcast.
But got you stats.
But that's why I pulled this list, was because I wanted to know, like, okay, if I'm curious about like who's most likely to win this award or who's most likely to win this game, I want to know what Vegas thinks about it.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones putting money down.
Yeah.
Not just like.
And they play this game a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so Ohio State is the reigning champion.
Okay.
So that's an interesting storyline to follow. Texas, we've already agreed you're not going to root for. Georgia. Georgia is another like big time SEC team that's been successful as of late. I'm going to skip a couple and then I'm going to come back to like my recommendations.
Okay.
So let's skip down to Alabama. Again, I just don't think it's a good idea to pick an in-state team.
Yeah, well, yeah. There's
other than the communal aspect of like maybe you can watch games with people. But then the other side's just going to hate you.
Yeah,
so
Alabama's out.
Yeah.
Auburn's out.
Yeah. So let's
can't do either of those.
Yeah, scratch those off.
Can't do those.
Notre Dame. Normally I would not recommend a Notre Dame, but I like their head coach a lot. Marcus Freeman seems like a really good dude.
Okay.
Kind of took over the program during some trying times, and they've been successful. So he seems like a really good leader. Oregon, the Ducks. That's a fun mascot. The Oregon Ducks. They're a solid team. They got the Nike headquarters is in their town.
Oh, wow.
And the Nike president donates so much money to Oregon. It's not even funny. So they're like a very like stacked,
that's crazy,
like well-heeled team.
Yeah.
LSU, a lot of people around here hate them. I like LSU because their baseball fans were always really nice when they would come to Omaha. Also the food. You know, you can't beat Cajun food. So
yeah, dude.
They're one
that's
to
a good
consider.
Point too. Yeah.
Michigan is in the list. Miami, you mentioned, Florida team. Texas A&M is on the list. I don't recommend them unless you're interested in like joining a cult.
Oh,
so
okay.
That's kind of how Texas A&M is. I'll send you a video. But they do this thing called the Midnight Yell before every game. So on Friday night, or I guess Saturday morning at midnight, before a big game or any game, they do a midnight yell, and they have an all-male cheerleading team or crew, like yell crew, I guess.
You're kind of selling me on it.
I don't know. I'll send you a clip, and I think you'll change your mind. It is one of the cringiest things you'll ever see.
Okay.
And I can't even really do a good impression of it.
You know how much I love cringe.
Yeah, so I'll send you that.
Okay.
Florida Gators.
Yeah.
So their head coach, Billy Napier, gets a bad rep because he came from the Ragin' Cajuns, and they're in the Sun Belt Conference. And ever since Billy Napier joined Florida in the SEC, a lot of people make fun of him, call him Sun Belt Billy, because they don't think he can win in this conference. But the last few years, Florida has had one of the hardest schedules in the country, and they've survived.
Yeah.
You know, they've stayed afloat. I'm not saying they're like out here killing it, but they've survived.
But in the hardest.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he gets a bad rep. I don't think his record necessarily reflects how good he is as a coach.
Okay.
I'm glad they're giving him more time because I think he deserves more time. But they got another hard schedule this year.
Gotcha.
So there's another Florida team.
I could go with that.
Tennessee, South Carolina, Oklahoma, I mentioned earlier, is an underdog. Auburn, I mentioned earlier, is an underdog, but we're not going to go the in-state route. Louisville, I mentioned, with Jeff Brom, the tactician guy.
That guy sounds awesome.
He's fun to watch. Like, he's one that, like, when you're on the defensive side going against him, you're probably sweating the whole time because you're like, what do I even do?
Yeah.
You know? And then Indiana had kind of a, blowout year last year where they just kind of came out of nowhere. Nobody expected them to do anything, but their coach is like one of the cockiest individuals I've ever heard speak in a microphone. And he's like he's the guy, and this is a literal quote. When somebody asked him, like, how long, I forget the exact question, but somebody asked him something along the lines of like, how long do you think it'll take you to get Indiana to like be a good team? Because I think the year he took over, they had just gone like 2-10 or something.
Tough.
And then he comes in and he's like, I expect to win this year. And they're like, Indiana's not like a historically great program.
What are you, a lunatic?
Yeah, and then he leans in, he says, I win, Google me.
What a baller.
Yeah, and then he did. They made it to the playoff.
Wow.
Yeah, and they went 11-1. Their only loss before the playoff was to Ohio State, who ended up winning the whole thing.
Yeah, which Ohio State was like nuts, right?
And the loss that kicked them out of the playoff was to the runner-up, Notre Dame.
Oh, so they were top 3, basically.
Yeah, and everybody was like, yeah, but they lost to Notre Dame, and it looked really bad, but then Notre Dame goes and beats Georgia by worse. So it's like...
I think I'm having a flashback to when this all happened and we had this conversation, because we had this conversation with someone who was...
Bama should have got in over Indiana. I can't believe that. Indiana shouldn't even be in that football playoff game. Bama should be in the playoff game.
Man, is he like behind the desk somewhere? The impression is spot on.
You talking about no Hoosiers getting in over the Crimson Tide?
Oh!
I'm sorry. That was probably derogatory. But that's how the conversation went.
Yeah.
But and I love my Bama friends. I'm just joking. But that did happen.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I remember.
So let me go back, and I skipped over a couple, but then I accidentally read some of my recommendations.
So are these coming up your recommendations?
Yeah, and I already read a few. Like Florida would be a fun one to follow. I don't know. You know, they could go either way.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay.
Louisville, I mentioned, would be a fun one to follow. So that's in my recommendations. Penn State. The reason I say Penn State's a good recommendation is because for the past few years they have been on the cusp of greatness and just could not get over the hump.
Yeah.
Their head coach is known for, kind of choking in big games. His teams are always like they're running the table during the regular season, but then they make the postseason and they just fall flat. But
gotcha.
this season, a lot of people are saying that this could be the year where they finally have all the pieces in place to overcome that. So that could be a fun one to follow. Clemson. They were kind of a underdog team last year. Nobody thought much of them, but then they made the playoff and they lost pretty right away. But nobody even expected them to make it that far. So that was kind of a cool story. Plus Dabo Swinney is their coach, and he's kind of a pretty outspoken Christian guy, and always talking about doing things the right way and doing things a certain way. And a lot of people think he struggled to adapt to the new era of college football because he hasn't really utilized the transfer portal that came on I don't even know how many years ago, almost 10 years ago now it feels like. So they're supposed to have a good season. I mentioned Florida. Ole Miss, just for the chaos factor. So
are they just a bunch of loons?
They're the flagship school in Mississippi.
Okay.
And their head coach is Lane Kiffin, and he is a known internet troll.
So I love this guy.
Yeah, and he's kind of fun to watch too, because if he's another one of those kind of offensive geniuses type guys that people kind of see as the greatest offensive minds in the sport right now.
Yeah.
He's one of those guys, kind of the Louisville guy. But he's fun because if you're watching an Ole Miss game, if his quarterback throws a long pass and Lane Kiffin thinks we've got a touchdown on our hands, while the ball is still in the air, you see a clipboard just fly up into the camera because in celebration, before the ball even lands,
he's already yeah, buddy.
Lane Kiffin has launched his clipboard into the air.
That is awesome.
And then, Louisville, Indiana could be fun to follow if they have a good year again. But out of those options, what are you thinking? Are you ready to make a pick?
To be honest, I feel like I need some more information before I make a pick.
That's fine. We got time.
I think what I'll try to do is by the next time we record, I will have tried to have done enough research where in our catching up, I'll be okay, by the way, catching up.
Yeah.
I've decided.
I picked a team.
Here it is.
Okay.
And we'll go from there. But right now, I can tell you who I'm leaning towards.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards, and I already forgot the team. The Lane Kiffin guy.
Ole Miss.
I'm leaning towards Ole Miss.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the Florida Gators.
Okay.
And I'm leaning towards Ohio State.
Ohio State?
Yeah.
Really? I thought you were going to say Louisville.
Yeah, because the few games I did watch last year were some Ohio State games, and those were fun to watch.
They were, yeah, they're a good team.
Yeah, so
they're solid.
So those are my three right now.
Well,
I may pick all three of them.
Yeah.
Just increase my odds.
Yeah. Well, we can talk more about this too. We're out of time, so we gotta wrap up. There's more that we can talk about. More fun kind of college football lore, type stuff that could just kind of garner interest. But we promise not to spend too much time on this. I know not everybody cares about this. I just thought it'd be fun to talk to you about it.
Yeah, and it's that season.
Yeah, so. Exactly. It's relevant. At the time this posts, games are starting this weekend. So
all right.
Anyway, we'll follow up in a little cliffhanger here.
Yeah.
And we'll follow up in the next one and figure out who Patrick picks.
All right. So, sounds good, man. You got anything before we get out of here?
No, I think that's it. I think
man, that was a lot.
Yeah.
I'm overloaded right now.
It's a lot.
I'm footballed up.
But I'm prepping you for the inevitable questions that are going to come your way as we get into college football season.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So now maybe you can
engage.
Have an informed answer.
Yeah.
And be like, I'm picked this
maybe
team
somebody will beat
for
me
this
up.
reason. Yeah, dude. Yeah, we'll get you.
They'll be like, "Who'd you pick?"
If you're down to 3 teams, I wonder if we can find people that have hats and you can do the hat ceremony. You're a recruit.
And then I just get jumped. No matter what I pick, I get jumped by at least 2 of the people there.
Yeah.
You just beat me up.
Well, more to come on that. And again, we promise not to turn this into a college football show. That's not what we're doing here.
Yeah.
It's just relevant. 'Tis the season.
Tis the season. Yeah.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Yeah. We're getting into the holiday season, but not before slanging some ball around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes. College football season is the most wonderful time of the year. But anyway, well, thanks, man.
Yeah, thank you,
man.
This
was fun.
Good hanging out.
Yeah, well, I've been Josh.
I've been Patrick.
And this has been The Good Dumb Fun Show. Go Big Red.
Yeah, dude. You're roll tide, Red.
You're telling me Indiana got in over the Crimson Tide?